Sometimes high school would like offer trips like this and my parents would be like, oh gosh, we can't afford this, never ever. But this specific trip was made possible because the school helped fund it. I didn't think that this was going to be something that we could swing ever, but because of the way that it was funded, I was actually able to get this opportunity, and I am so lucky that Western did that, especially because, you know, now is the prime time for learning and experience and really starting to form the way you think about the world, and having new cultural experiences helps inform those decisions that you make as an adult. We went to Budapest, Vienna, and Prague, and my favorite part about everything was the architecture. It was like looking at my art history textbook, like coming out at me. I remember taking art history freshman year and looking at these buildings and being like, how on God's green earth did someone make this with their hands?
Volcanic material, sometimes even glass, in order to have a reflection of the sun. And grass, and that was it. Probably.
Every time they came to talk to us about oh, this is this or this is that, it was just okay, I'm excited to learn more, tell me more. You weren't just oh my gosh, I'm ready to go home. It wasn't like that. It was more of just where are we going next?
Being a political scientist, it's amazing to see and compare things, not just in the cauldron that we live in, but outside of it. On this trip, I've met many people, ASP kids or GAP kids, who had never gone outside of North Carolina in their lives. And this is suddenly eye-opening for them. They see this culture and they understand that there's something more beyond the stars.
I'd have to say the most impactful thing on the trip had to be, for one, just going out of the States in general. This is my first time going out of the country. This is also my first time flying, so definitely made me a little bit nervous. But I was very excited. It's definitely something new. I got to meet a lot more people out of my range, from all around the campus, and I thought that was really cool because you don't get that every day. And there was 27 of us, so you didn't get bored. It wasn't a dull moment.
I think my favorite moment was the service learning project we did in Hungary, Budapest. It was with an organization called the Bike Mafia. And what they do is they provide various facilities and various opportunities to homeless people, which there are a lot in Hungary, Budapest, but it is nice to see that there are organizations that are actively working to make sure that the lives of people who are homeless get better day by day.
I feel like as Western students, we definitely made an impact, showing that we love to volunteer, love to help out. That's interesting to us to see how other societies run and how we can make an impact. It was a passionate day for sure. We were putting a lot of hard work and getting a lot of joy back from it.
Seeing everybody else being able to collaborate and be happy with it was very nice. It's because you don't see that every day, It definitely hit a nerve. It was good.
That immersive experience of being able to just see the languages, the food, the architecture, the cultures in 3 different countries across about 8 to 9 days was such a great way to expand your perspective, shift your mindset, and have a lot of growth. It was fantastic.
I feel like it is really important for any student, and I feel students should aspire to go outside or take part in programs which Western Carolina offers, whether it is study abroad, whether it is ASP or GAP programs like this, or many other various programs that Western's offering. And I think more and more people are taking part in it now because they understand that this is 4 years where they can, for very little, get a lot out of these things.